Okay, hello once more. Uh, we're, halfway there, two down, two to go. These should go by quicker because a lot of the stuff here is gonna repeat. Well, at least, one tree is gonna repeat. So the other ones are gonna go a little quicker. And yeah, for this third video, we're taking a look at the Toreador abilities. So we've added some items to not have to, wait for mana every turn. So if it comes to that, we can just yeah, use an item, get our mana back, and continue testing skills. Okay, so let's just go ahead and take a look. As usual, let me set the volume of the music because it like goes crazy and it just does whatever the hell it wants. So let's make sure that we're not deafened by that. Yeah, it's way too loud, so let's just pop that down. Okay, start the game for a playtest map. Okay, so Carlos is our Toreador, and as a Toreador, he will have access to Presence, Auspex, and Celerity. Auspex we have already talked about, so you can check the other videos for that. Presence is a discipline that empowers others through one's aura, so it's going to be uh, it's based on buffs basically for the party. Most of the skills in Presence are auras that you can empower your allies with. And then Celerity is a discipline that infuses the user with unnatural speed. This is a tree focused on instant skills and just doing a lot of upfront damage and then running out of blood and being miserable for the rest of the fight. So start off with Presence. We got Awe. Again, these are just simple auras. It adds Awe to all allies. Awe increases the damage of basic attacks. Only one aura can be active at a time. So you want to make a party that is based on physical damage. You pick up this one. You cast it at the start of battle. Probably not with like animal packs or human packs, but if you're starting a vampire pack, which those tend to last a little longer, you would pop this up with the first turn and then yeah, go to town with your melee attackers. Lingering Kiss. This is a world skill. It's going to be used on the map, and the user becomes so charming that he can feed off some people around the world. He can also mark certain targets for later use. On the world, you're going to have access to 4 NPCs, which is a homeless woman, a nurse, an uptown girl, and a vampire hunter. And you can feed off of those, and you can also mark them for the other use of the skill, which we're going to see here in a moment. Before that, we have another aura, Entrancement. Same as the other one, except this one is going to increase the damage of aggravated skills. This is the aura for casters. You want to make a party based around magical damage because magical damage, or well, I call it aggravated damage, is a pretty good source of damage. There aren't a lot of things out there that have resistances to it. I think animals are resistant to it, and wraiths or ghosts, which throughout the game you encounter like 3 ghosts. So the sources of the enemy types that are resistant to supernatural damage or aggravated damage are pretty limited. So this is a pretty cool one to pick up. And this is the one that I was telling you about that has synergy with Lingering Kiss. So summon. It summons a mortal previously marked with Lingering Kiss. Only one mortal can be marked at a time. When I use it in combat, it's gonna summon one of my victims, the one that I most recently fed off of, and she's gonna be able to assist me in combat, just like the animals, just like animalism. She's gonna act, independently of my commands, so I don't have to micromanage her. And after 3 turns, she's just, she's gonna do her stuff. She's gonna leave, and the cool thing about them is if I summon them and someone dies while they're active on the field, they're gonna cast a more powerful skill. Most of the time, the AI is a little bit iffy, so yeah, we'll see what we get. We're not gonna die because for the test run everybody does 1 damage. So, but you get the idea. Majesty is our last aura, and this is a defensive aura. It's going to decrease the aggravated damage taken, and it's going to heal for the same amount. Um, some of the packs near the end of the game and the final boss are very focused on magic damage. So this is a pretty good thing to have there. Uh, Again, like I mentioned in the other video, I did nerf a lot of stuff to make the game flow smoother and not have the fights as tedious. but I didn't double check the bosses, so there's a very big chance that you're going to be able to cheese bosses. Uh, Again, that's just something you do with vintage or old school RPGs. Sometimes you build a certain way, you cheese everything. Slavish Devotion is just a passive effect for our little victims that we mark and we summon with summon. So it's going to give them 50% additional stats, basically allowing them to do better, in combat. That's it. Don't worry, we will take a look at them so you can see them in action. All specs, we've already talked about this in another video. There is just one new ability. All these are the same. This is a new one, Unburdening the Bestial Soul. The user is able to use Obaya, whatever. Heals the target incrementally for each status effect present and clears all negative effects. So this is something that our other vampire, the last vampire that has access to Fortitude, has. But as a presence vampire, we can kind of borrow that power from her. And this is going to remove all our effects from the ally. So all the negative effects, it's gonna get rid of those, and it's going to heal incrementally to the effects that we reduce. Give me a second here, because this guy is just going crazy. There we go. Back to your cage, and that's what it does, right? Okay. And then for the last one, we got Celerity. As I said, this is a damage-based tree, and it's gonna focus on doing things at instant speed and tanking also a little bit with evasion. So it's the only tree where you get two choices at the start. First is very self-explanatory, Cat's Grace. It's going to add Nimble and Taunt to the user. Nimble gives you speed and gives you dodge, or ability to dodge. Evasion, I think we call it. And Taunt is going to have enemies focus on you, so they're going to be, trying to attack you, but you're going to be dodging everything because you're a legend and you're the god of speed. So if you want to tank, that's a good one to grab. Then the other option is the DPS one, or the support one. Rapid Reflexes adds Rapid Reflexes to the user. Rapid Reflexes will change to a positive or negative effect depending on the damage the user inflicted or received. Sounds complicated, it's really not. You cast this on an ally. If they can do damage 3 times, they're going to get a good buff. If they get damaged 3 times, they're going to get a really bad buff. The good buff gives you additional crit, and it allows you to counter attacks. So if you cast this on a tank and they are able to pop it and get the good one, then they're going to be countering everything that they're tanking, which is good. And the bad one is just a bad one. You get reduced speed, reduced attack, and you're basically losing health, massive amounts of health every turn. Uh, you can get rid of it with items or skills that get rid of effects, so it's not that big, right? Fleetness, straightforward passive, 15% additional dexterity. Remember, dexterity is speed. Celerity, surprisingly allows us to be faster in combat. Blink is a physical attacks deal physical damage to a single enemy. This is instant speed. So what this does is if you it's pretty expensive. It's 3 blood points, I think, as compared to everything else is usually 2 blood points for a single target skill. But it's going to hit 3 times physical damage, yeah, but it's going to hit 3 times at instant speed. So what you can do is you cast Rapid Reflexes on yourself. Rapid Reflexes is instant. Then you cast Blink because it's also instant. Blink activates the good portion of Rapid Reflexes, and you get your good buff for the the remainder of the turns that you have left, and you haven't done anything with your turn yet because all you have done are instant skills. So that's a pretty cool way to cheese the system. And yeah, basically the kind of like what I thought about of as the core of Celerity is you cast a lot of stuff early, and then you feel like a miserable piece of crap, right? Okay, Draught of Elegance. The user can now use some Celerity abilities than others. Basically allows you to use Cat's Grace and Rapid Reflexes on other people besides yourself. Okay, and then at the end here we have 3 options. We have Unerring Aim, which is an amalgam with what is it, Auspex, I think, in the official 5th edition rules. What it does here is very self-explanatory. It merges attack and dexterity, and it's going to deal ballistic damage. You're running so fast, or you're attacking so fast that you're like a bullet, so it deals ballistic damage to a single enemy with the number of hits scaling up the more dexterity the user has. Maximum 5 hits. If you're really fast, you're going to hit more times. If you're not very fast, you're going to hit for less times. Lightning Strike is just an AoE buff for your entire party, and it's going to add Mystique and Guile. Mystique allows you to cast spells for more damage and without using blood points. Pretty good. And Guile just gives you a flat, what is it, attack buff and hit rate, so it allows you to hit people more often. It allows you to miss less. Okay, and then the last one is a support skill, Split Second. Add Split Second to an ally. Split Second allows the target to revive if they enter torpor during its duration. So it's like a saving grace. If you played World of Warcraft, it's kind of like Guardian Spirit. You cast it, again, instant speed, that's Celerity. You cast it on an ally, and then if they're, if while the buff is on them, they were supposed to die, they will just res instead. So kind of like a reactive healing tool. Pretty cool. We're not going to be able to see this one in action because, again, the test pack just does like 1 damage, but if you do decide to download the game and give me feedback, I'm sure you'll be able to see it in action if you decide to go into Celerity. Okay, so let's choose our lovely companion here. These are the sprites that you will see on the map, but they're they do more stuff than this. They talk to you. You can swindle them for money, etc. So let's see. What do we want? Let's grab the Vampire Hunter. Okay. So, let's get right in here. Okay. As last time, just ignore the enemy graphics. It's just a test run. So, let's start with Summon, because that's the most interesting one, I think. Okay, so it's Summon the Mortal, previously marked with Lingering Kiss. Only one mortal can be marked at a time. So, because I bound to the Vampire Hunter, if I cast Summon here, it should summon the Vampire Hunter. And there she is, right? And she's going to act independently, as we mentioned. So, all my other characters are going to have their turn. Attack, okay. This last guy is going to attack, and then she's going to act independently. Right? Beautiful. Okay. And if you see here, she has a, turn counter. So she has remaining turns 2. She has 2 more turns in battle. She also has Slavish Devotion because we spec'd into that. So she has 50% additional stats. I don't need to take care of her. I don't need to heal her. Whatever. I don't think she can be targeted by anything because I was getting some bugs before with that. When she died, she would then stay in your party. We'll have to see if that's still in the game or not. Okay, let's talk about other stuff. We already did all this. Let's try an aura again. Nothing too complicated. You cast it, right? And your party gets the effect of the aura. So everyone right now has diminished aggravated attack received. And you can basically choose the best aura for the situation. What else can we do? For everyone to take their turn. Okay. This Japanese over here. Okay, we're next. Good. So let's just use and just restore some blood real quick so we can do more stuff. Now let's talk about the combo I described earlier. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cast Rapid Reflexes on myself. Just like boom. Okay. And if you see, there's a buff here that says Standby. Rapid Reflexes Standby right there near the middle. User is calculating their next move. So now what I can do is I can do Link. And that's going to attack 3 times. So if you see, I got my buff, right? Rapid Reflex is boosted. User is countering attacks and has 50% additional critical rate. So on the first turn, without doing anything else, yeah, spending a lot of blood, sure, but the first turn I already got my buff. So that's a pretty cool combo that I guess you could do. And then if I attack, hopefully I crit. Yep, I have increased the 50% increased chance to crit. So it's his turn. He's gonna attack. My Vampire Hunter is gonna attack again. And this is her last turn in the battlefield, I think. So after this, she's gonna... There she goes. All right. Let's just attack. And if you see, I can't summon yet because it has a, you know, in order to avoid like functionality problems, there's like a 1 turn cooldown before you can summon again. All right. Let's see. All of these are self-explanatory, I think. Oh, we can try on airing game, I guess. So let's just. I fucked it up. Her turn shouldn't take too long. Don't have a countering because I got my rapid reflexes buff. Just attack right there. It's my turn. Okay. So yeah, it's lagging. I think it's because of the video capture. It doesn't lag that way in game. At least I hope it doesn't. The latest build. Okay, so let's finish out with this. Unerring aim. It's gonna deal ballistic damage, and the amount of hits is going to be counted depending on the you know, the amount of speed that I have. So try it on this guy. Let's see how many hits we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, you know, because it's a test. What you call it? It's a test. Drive. I think it gives us lifesteal or something happened there with healing. I'm not really sure what happened, but it looked cool for the video, I guess. So, yeah, I guess we'll take a look at it later. I guess it does have lifesteal. Whatever. So based on the speed that you have is going to be the number of hits that you get, and yeah, I think we can leave it at that. Everything else, you know, nothing too complicated to understand. I think the coolest thing that we can talk about here is, you know, the combo that you can do with Celerity and the people that you can summon to help you in battle. Those are going to be the highlights of the Toreador abilities. But yeah, that's I guess that's how we decided to end this. And we got one more video left, which is for our Hekata or Samedi player, which is this girl right here with the mask and the baseball hat. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching. I will see you on the next one, which I will be uploading in a couple minutes. And yeah, take it easy, give my game a chance. You know, post your feedback, and we'll see what we can do about it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.